Hi everybody, welcome to our third lesson on report writing. And today we're going to look at report writing as a whole. So see all the different elements we need to include when we're writing our reports about animals. So just to recap, on our first lesson, we talked about how report writing included factual information, so information that was true. Then in our lesson yesterday, we looked at classifying animals, so saying what group of animals the animal belongs to, and the different classifications we looked at were fish, birds, amphibians, reptiles, and mammals. And we also looked at what the animal looks like. So we talked about drawing a picture, labeling your animal, and then using adjectives to describe each of the parts of the animal's body. And yesterday we suggested looking up maybe a fact book or watching a video about the animal on YouTube to ensure you use the correct terminology to label the different parts of the animal's body. So we've already looked at the question mark. We know that's for what type of animal it is. We've looked at the symbol of the eyes for what does it look like. And today we're going to look at the three new symbols. So the first symbol is a picture of a house. And this means that we have to include where does it live? So where the animal lives. And I'm sure you could guess what the picture of the plate and the cutlery is for. This is for what the animal eats. And then the little picture of like the cloud is maybe if you want to include other interesting facts that you learned about the animal. But the four basic ones we're going to focus on today is the question mark, what type of animal it is, what does it look like, where does it live, and what does it eat. So again, just to show you each of these, when we see the question mark, we're classifying what type of animal it is. When we see the eyes, remember we first draw our picture of the animal, we label it with our adjectives, and then we write about what the animal looks like. Where the animal lives, it's called its habitat. So that's another new word for us. It's habitat. So where the animal lives, and what it eats is called its diet. So how do we gather all this information? Well, today I'm going to show you how we read a fact book and gather all the key information as we read. Okay, so together today we are going to look at a report on lions. And I have opened a fact book on Epic all about lions. So we know fact books are non-fiction, so they all have information that is true. And the first thing we see in a fact book is we have a table of contents. So in this book, we can learn about lions behavior, food, and then a glossary and an index. So we'll have a look at those at the end as well. So while we're reading this book, remember we're going to determine the importance of the information and pick out the information we need to be able to do our report on lions. So just a quick recap to have it in the back of our head. We want to know their classification, what they look like, what they eat, and where they live. So they're the four facts we're trying to find today. So let's start and see what we can find. Okay, so the first page. We have a lovely picture of a lion here. And already I can see information that I could use because when authors put in a picture, the picture is obviously telling us something important. So let's see what it says. Lions are big cats. They can be brown. They can be tan. Okay, so already I know from its appearance that lions are brown or tan in colour. The lion has big teeth. The lion has a mane. And it says a mane is hair on the head and neck. Okay, so I can pick out my key information here. So the lion has big teeth and a mane. And I'm going to actually, in my report, I'm looking at the picture of the teeth and I'm going to say big, sharp teeth. And look, this is telling us key information. with the arrow, teeth, and this is the mane, and it looks like a nice fluffy mane. Behavior. So that's the title of this section. Lions live in groups. The group has baby lions, and it says baby lions are called cubs. Now that we might keep that type of fact for other interesting facts, because that doesn't really fit into our appearance, our classification, what it eats, or where it lives. So we need to make sure that we're keeping our information in the right places. Let's see. Okay, lions live in places with grass. Lions like to rest, and they rest under trees. So here we have an important fact that we need, that lions live in places with grass. They live in grasslands, and we'll need that for our report. So while I'm reading the book, I'm actually writing notes on a piece of paper to make sure that I have all the key information. Food. Lions hunt for food. They eat other animals. Okay, so now we know that lions eat other animals. And look, here's some interesting facts that we could include at the end of our reports. Lions are strong. They can live for 12 years or more. Okay, very interesting facts. And this is our glossary, which has our key terms, our new terms that we've learned. So cubs are the baby lions. A mane is the hair around the lion's head and neck. The teeth, they're sharp teeth, and they hunt, which means they kill their own prey, they get their own food. Okay, so now we're going to go back and put all that information into our report. So the next step is, once we have read our story, we then gather the information. And I use a sheet like this that has what type of animal it is, what does it look like, where does it live, and what does it eat, all on one page. And I put all my ideas from reading the book on this page. So what type of animal is it? Well, I know already that a lion is a mammal. And I know it wasn't in the fact book, but you can look it up on the internet, or you might look it up watching a YouTube video of a lion. So a lion is a mammal. So I'm going to stick that word in there. What does it look like? Well, from the video, I think the lion has a tanned body, a sharp teeth, a fluffy mane, I said strong body, and it has 4 legs. So again, we're just focusing on what the lion looks like from the outside, just from looking at it. Where does it live? Well, we said it lives on grasslands, so it lives in grassy places. And what does it eat? Well, in the book it told us it eats other animals. So therefore I said they're meat eaters, and the name for meat eaters are actually called carnivores. So I wanted to put all that information into my report. And when you've got your planning sheet done, then you can write your report on lions. So I'm going to show you the report I've written. So straight away, I have my title, Report on Lions, and I have my picture drawn of a lion and labelled. And then I just put in these symbols to show you that I have all the key information. So I've used full sentences to write my report. And again, reports are made of factual information, so information that's true. So it says, lions are mammals. So I've classified my animal. The next one, what does it look like? They have big, sharp teeth and a fluffy mane. Lions have a tanned body and 4 legs. And again, I've used my adjectives to describe what the lion looks like. The picture of the house, or the habitat, the lion's habitat. Lions live on grasslands. And the picture of the plate with the spoon and the fork is what their diet is, or what they like to eat. So I said they like to eat other animals. Lions are carnivores. Okay, so that's what a report, a basic report, is made up of. What type of animal it is, what does it look like, where does it live, and what does it eat.